Onion is everywhere, yet almost never noticed. It is sliced before anything else. It cooks before anything else. And somehow, it is rarely the reason people talk about a dish. That is exactly why onion matters. Botanically, onion is allium cepa, a member of the allium family that includes garlic, leeks, shallots, chives, and scallions. What separates onion from its relatives is balance. Garlic is aggressive, leek is gentle, onion sits exactly in the middle. Onions form underground bulbs composed of layered, swollen leaf bases. Each layer stores energy, each layer adds structure. This design allows onions to survive drought, cold, and long storage periods. They were built for endurance. Archaeological evidence suggests onions have been cultivated for over 5,000 years. Ancient civilizations valued them not just as food, but as symbols. In Egypt, onions represented eternity because of the concentric rings. They were buried with pharaohs and fed to laborers. Onions spread because they solved problems. They grew in many climates. They stored without refrigeration. They added flavor to otherwise bland staples like grains and legumes. Flavor is onion's most misunderstood feature. Raw onion is sharp because it is chemically defending itself. When cut, onion cells release enzymes that produce sulfur compounds. These compounds irritate eyes and signal danger. Heat changes everything. Cooking breaks down sulfur compounds into sugars. This is why onions become sweet when caramelized. No sugar is added. It is revealed. This transformation is one of the most important chemical reactions in cooking. Onion acts as a flavor bridge. It links fat and water. It carries spices. It amplifies umami. Texture is equally important. Raw onions crunch. Cooked onions soften. Long-cooked onions dissolve. Few vegetables offer this range. Culinarily, onion is a foundation ingredient. In French cooking, mirepoix begins with onion. In Italian cuisine, sofrito relies on onion. In Indian food, masala starts with onion. In Latin American dishes, onion anchors salsas and stews. These are not traditions by accident. Onion builds flavor slowly and evenly. Different onion types exist for different purposes. Yellow onions are balanced and versatile. White onions are sharper and cleaner. Red onions are milder and often eaten raw. Sweet onions contain higher water and sugar content, making them ideal for raw consumption. Green onions and scallions are immature onions harvested early. They provide freshness rather than depth. Nutrition-wise, onions are subtle but impactful. They are low in calories yet rich in antioxidants, particularly quercetin. This compound is associated with anti-inflammatory and cardiovascular benefits. Onions also provide vitamin C, vitamin B6, folate, potassium, and dietary fiber. Their prebiotic fibers support gut bacteria, improving digestion indirectly. Despite their benefits, onions are often overlooked because they are rarely eaten alone. They are supporting actors, but remove them and dishes collapse. From a health perspective, onions have been used traditionally for medicinal purposes. Cultures used them for respiratory relief, wound treatment, and immune support. While not cures, these uses reflect onions' biological activity. Agriculturally, onions are efficient crops. They grow in diverse climates and require moderate resources. Modern storage techniques allow year-round availability without heavy processing. Visually, onions are humble. Paper-thin skins, neutral colors, no dramatic shapes, yet when sliced, their internal geometry is precise and almost mathematical. The biggest mistake people make with onions is impatience. Rushing heat burns sugars before they develop. Proper onion cooking takes time. Low to medium heat, stirring, waiting. Another mistake is under-seasoning early. Salt helps onions release moisture and soften evenly. This small step changes outcomes dramatically. Onions do not dominate dishes. They stabilize them. They explain why food tastes like food. They are not optional. They are infrastructure. Onion is the ingredient that teaches patience, chemistry, and restraint. It is not glamorous, but it is essential. Every cuisine that survives relies on onion.